I thought just to sort of give you an overview of what a School of the Built Environment is all about. I'd just headline what each discipline is. You may or may not be familiar with the world of property and construction. It's not something you study at school. It's something you go on to learn about. So everyone is starting from a position where they may not actually know what a quantity surveyor does. You may not know what an architectural technologist does and where they fit in to what is a very broad industry. So you can be taken from a site that's derelict awaiting development through to looking at how a new building is occupied or how in fact it's been designed. All of those disciplines are within the built environment, but you need to follow a different route to end up where you want to be. When you attend an open day, you'll find out in much more detail about the different routes available to you. So I'm only going to headline them. So I know civil engineering at the moment is a very popular route. So when you got up this morning and you were coming to listen to me talk, as well as obviously visit the university, what you will have done is you've switched on a light, you've turned on a tap, the kettle, you've got in a car, you've got on the bus, you've got on the train, you've come over a bridge, you've come along roads, you've come underground. All of that infrastructure is provided through civil engineering projects. So if you're interested in that side of the industry, then that's what civil engineering that's where it will take you. If, however, you're interested more along the construction line, then construction management is, again, a degree that offers you the opportunity to become an effective manager within a construction environment. So you learn to manage not only how a building is constructed or how a project is constructed, you learn about how to manage the labour force, how to manage the budget, how to ensure it's completed on time. So if you're good at problem solving, negotiation and people management skills, then construction management may be the route for you. You will hear in the press quite frequently about surveyors, and becoming a chartered surveyor can mean one of several different routes are followed, and you follow a slightly different career path, although several are allied very closely. For example, if you are interested in becoming a building surveyor, it's not just about going out and surveying buildings for mortgages to see if they're structurally sound. It's a much wider discipline than that. And often you'll be involved in commercial projects, not just residential. So it's anything to do with designing buildings, maintaining them, altering them, repairing and refurbishing them. They can be for small clients or multidisciplinary projects on a vast scale. So a building surveyor is effectively there to make sure a building or structure is fit for purpose. And it's not just, again, about the building side of the construction. It encompasses many other areas, including the environment and planning. Architectural technology is a discipline which has emerged with the IT revolution, and they work often alongside architects or within their own practice and specialise in using IT processes in the design of buildings. So it's a growing discipline, accredited programmes, and we work very closely at John Moores University with the architect department, as well as having our own studios down at our Barham Street campus. Real estate management, often misunderstood by students at the age of 18, because you don't really come across a real estate manager in your day-to-day life. We're not estate agents. It's not about valuing houses. We do some residential work, but it's about anything to do with the valuation of buildings and land, not just property, at any time in the process. So any time somebody buys or sells a property, takes a lease, somebody goes in to occupy a building, somebody wants to build something new, they'll need to know how much it is worth. And that's what real estate management graduates will become. There's many different disciplines. So we used to be called general practice surveyors because we do a lot of many different areas, but we don't now have that term. So you won't find that term on the website for the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors. You will, however, find terms such as valuation surveyor, agency surveyor, landlord and tenant surveyor. So in a nutshell, it's all about the value and occupation of all types of properties. Landlord and tenant is quite a nice area because when you take occupation of a building, everybody knows if you don't get your lease right, there's lots of issues that can crop up. So it's all about ensuring that your client's property is managed and occupied sensibly and to their advantage in terms of the investment. Quantity surveyors, we've always defined them as the person that keeps everybody happy. Because what they do is they manage the costs, they quantify, and they make sure everybody on site is happy, they stick to the budget, and they bring the project in on time. So they can be involved in projects such as St Pancras in London, the Pringle, the velodrome for the Olympic site. So the QS discipline is allied very much to construction management, but focuses on the quantification of that project. So how to get best value? If you like working out sums, negotiating and settling quite tricky contracts, quantity surveying may be the route for you. But you need to explore all these different options. And as I said, the professional bodies' websites will have sections where they explain in much more detail than I'm able to today what each type of surveyor does, what each type of engineer does.